welcome to another episode of Sports and Discourse with your host, Derek Stevenson. And guys, listen, one of our future cats actually got caught up in this whole Kanye West fiasco, right? So I'm pretty sure everybody's hearing about it, right? Kanye West is getting canceled left and right. Everybody that has any kind of association with him is cutting ties with him, right? And like I had said in a previous episode, Donda Academy and future Kentucky Wildcat Rob Dillingham was supposed to play in a Kentucky Classic, the Kentucky Play-by-Play tournament in December. I think it's December the 15th or something like that. They were supposed to take on Reed Shepherd and North Laurel, right? And the Kentucky Play-by-Play Classic announced that Donda Academy was, I guess they were excused from the tournament, if you will. And I felt a little bad about that, actually, because whether you agree or disagree with Kanye West and what's happening, I kind of hated to see the kids be punished for that, right? So it kind of, I was kind of disappointed to see them get pulled from the tournament. And I think they announced that Justin Edwards, his high school team, is actually going to be replacing Donda, but which is still cool. I still may actually go watch it, but I was just, like I said, I was a little disappointed to see Donda get pulled. And then I started to see reports that Donda Academy was actually closing for the rest of the school year. So I just started wondering. I was like, well, what are the kids going to do? Because it's not just Rob Dillingham. I think they have like 2 or 3 kids in the top 50. Not to act like the other kids on the roster don't matter, but you know, right then and there, I was thinking like there's some decently talented kids on this team. So how are they going to finish the rest of their school year? And you know, specifically to the guys like Rob that's finishing up their senior season, like what are they going to do? So I was just wondering about that. And then I seen some reports that Rob was starting to look at some other options. And I think overtime elite, you know, I just been hearing a couple of different things. And, you know, I was just wondering like, how is this going to affect these kids? And not even just the actual athletes, but the whole entire student body. Like, I couldn't imagine like what kind of confusion is being created around this situation where, you know, you got your routine, you have already adjusted to the curriculum, and then all of a sudden just boom, like they just tell you like school's closing, you got to figure something else out. So that was just kind of strange. And I mean, I understand, I guess, like I said, I was disappointed to see the Kentucky Play-by-Play remove them from the tournament, but I kind of understand. Everybody's just separating themselves from Kanye West right now, so I get that. But I was just wondering, like, what are these kids going to do? Like, they've already paid. I'm sure, you know, some of the athletes and things like that probably on scholarship based tuition, but some of the people that just paid out of pocket, like we still don't even know to this day, like, you know, what the actual tuition rate is. So I was just wondering, like, what are these kids going to do? And then I started to see some different reports today, and it confused me even more because now I'm seeing that a day later after they announced that the school is closed, a day later, I seen a report that says the school is back open. And I guess the community or, you know, well, this is what I'm hearing, the community and, you know, parents and, you know, whoever else is involved, maybe they had a meeting or something and they decided to keep things going. So it's just really confusing. And I'm just wondering, you know, what are some of these people, like, what are they thinking? Like, I wish I could ask Rob directly and be like, man, what are you going to do, bro? Like, because at the same time, I know he's already committed to Kentucky. We already know he can play. So technically, he could just not even play basketball this year and just work out privately. And, he's already stamped. He's coming to Kentucky. We already know he's one of the best point guards in the nation. So I guess technically he doesn't need, like, he's not playing for anything, as far as what his future is concerned. But still, it's just got to be super confusing and adding a lot of chaos to his life and, the other kids as well. So I'm just wondering, like, with this happening, like, has it broken the trust of the players and even the regular student body? Like, I kind of feel like if it was me personally, it would make me want to, see if there was some way I could get out of it and go somewhere else, because you just want to have some stability. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to wake up and every day you get ready to go to school, you got to wonder, like, is your school even going to be there? Like, um, and some of these other kids that they may not have, figure their situations out like the way Rob has, and even the regular student body that might be getting ready to graduate and go off to college. Like, a lot of these kids may not have it sorted out yet, and everybody knows, your senior year could be a super important year. You're doing all of your, like, SAT, ACT work to try to get eligible for college. You're trying to figure out if you're going to get scholarships or, just whatever the case may be. Everybody's trying to figure out the next phase of their life, and it's very important. And you just want as little of distractions as you can possibly have. So this one just kind of got me scratching my head. Like, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how it's going to turn out. I wouldn't even really know what to even, advise one of these kids if I even had the opportunity to talk to them, because I wouldn't even really know what to do, because it would kind of suck to be moved to another school and have to start over, especially if you was going to be an athlete and, you got to get acclimated with the team and, figure out the system and, try to make sure you're getting along with everybody. Could be somebody already there that you could potentially be taken away from, and could some resentment could develop towards you. You just never know what could happen, and it could just be crazy. So on the one hand, I wouldn't really want to move if I didn't have to, but to look at it the other way, I just wouldn't feel too comfortable just not knowing what the outcome is going to be. Is the school going to be shut down? Like, you shut it down, then you reopen it up, but what's going to happen next week? What's going to happen the day after? Like, what's going to happen a month from now? Like, you just don't know what's going on. And I don't know. It's just wild. And like I said, the one thing that really bugged me the most was the fact that the kids are getting punished. I hate to see, the kids have to pay the consequences. Like I said, whether you agree with Kanye or you disagree with Kanye, whether you think he's a genius or whether you think he's crazy, whether you think he's fighting for justice or whether you think he's a racist, whatever the case may be, however you feel about the man, I'm sure most people would agree with me that it just sucks for the children, you know what I mean? Because they not really involved in any of this, and yet they're having to pay the consequence for something that they had absolutely nothing to do with. And I just hate to see that. And I was super excited, man. I was really like considering going up and watching the tournament. And like I said, I still might, but everybody that follows my channel knows Rob Dillingham is my favorite recruit. And, I probably wouldn't. I mean, I'm sure I'll get to watch him play at some point while he's at UK, but I really wanted to check him out and see him go against Reed Shepherd, because I love Reed Shepherd too, and I actually liked the way he played this summer. And the last time he played against Rob Dillingham with Bronny and all of them boys, he absolutely torched them guys. So I kind of wanted to see how Rob would respond, knowing what happened that last game. So yeah, man, I was just disappointed. But anyways, I'll wrap it up right there, man. You guys let me know how you feel about this whole situation. And what you think about the kids, having to go through all of this mess. And we'll get back at it next time. Sports and Discourse with Derek Stevenson.